We are back here for episode 25 of this Orioles franchise as we continue to move along. I want to thank you guys once again for watching. Continue to hit that like button, subscribe for more, comment down below. But as you can see, we are a half game now back of the Rays, who have won 7 in a row. Even the Yankees are 2.5 back. This AL East is just absolutely ridiculous. You can see they took 2 out of 3 from Oakland, the worst team in baseball, swept the Rangers, and they've beat the Pirates in that first game of that 2-game set. They take on Boston to finish out for the All-Star break, and then we will see the Rays. So I'm not sure we'll get into that series here. Probably next video we'll get really into that series. But what we're going to do here, get into probably the AAA All-Star game, the Futures game. We'll see Billy Briggs. I mean, he is killing it down in AAA. 21 doubles, 5 triples, 4 homers, 35 ribbies. He's batting .321, .390 on base, slugging .846, or OPS of .846. I mean, he's only 21 years old, but it's going to be tough to keep this guy down there. It really is. I mean, I don't think he'll make an appearance this year, but it's a possibility that next year he moves up. Gunnar Henderson back from injury, but we're going to keep him down in AAA, kind of like a rehab assignment. Let him maybe go for a week or two, see what he does, and let Jordan Westburg just continue up here. And really, since the 0 for 7 to start, he's been fantastic. 7 hits, 3 doubles, 7 RBI, .318 average. I know it's limited at bats, obviously, but he's been turning it around since that terrible start. So we'll get into the Futures game. We'll get into the AAA All-Star game for sure. I don't think we'll get into the All-Star game of the MLB. I don't think we're going to do that. We'll probably sim through that. But we'll also get into a game here against the Jays as well, because they have updated Camden Yards. Left field, that new wall is now installed, so we're going to get into a game of that, and it's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen, because we've definitely had some home runs in this franchise where with that new wall, they probably wouldn't have been home runs. So it's going to be really interesting to see. But you can see we have a lot of guys here. We have Joe Wayne, Steven Alvarez, and I think Steve Ortega is in the pitching. But we're just going to player lock with Joe Wayne. Our number 1 pick this past season. We saw him once as he almost gets hit by the pitch there, but was injured for a while. He is now back, and obviously an all-star. As he rips this one, that's going to be a base hit, and that's what he can do. This guy, him and Billy Briggs are kind of similar players. Not really going to give you a lot of power, but they're just going to hit for a high average, decent speed, really good at fielding, and that's what they can do. And hopefully we get the same from Joe Wayne that we're getting from Billy Briggs. As here's Oliver Rose to the plate. He takes a walk. So we have the bases loaded here in this first inning. So Andres Santos coming to the plate, hits one's back, and hits the pitcher. That's going to allow us to score. So we'll get into this first run of this ball game as we get to the second at bat for Joe Wayne, and it's still the first inning. It's a 5-0 game as he hits this one. This one would be pretty much a lazy fly ball into left field, but what a first inning for this AL Futures team. 5 runs on the board, 6-2 lead, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 6th inning as that one's going to get through for a base hit. Move over to third base, but yeah, that's what he can do. This dude can just hit, and I think now that he's healthy and hopefully can stay healthy for the rest of this season, we're just going to see him progress even more. As that would be pretty much it for Joe Wayne. That's a victory for the AL. It don't really matter about the wins and losses there, but he stays healthy. He'll get a good year here. Hopefully move up to AAA next year and just see what he can do. 2 for 3. See, Ortega pitched an inning, 2 hits, had an earned run. Ortega still producing in AAA. He's probably another year away. Just see what he can do. But now I think let's get into this game against the Blue Jays. Tyler Wells on the mound, 7-3 on the season out of 19 starts, trying to get win number 8. As you can see in the background, though, that new wall in left field that they have put in this year. Here it is. It's, like I said, if you cut it off, there's probably plenty of home runs that we would have had that would not be home runs now. So the question is, will we have something like that now? It's something else we're going to have to deal with. As we'll get into this ball game now against the Blue Jays, a team trying to get back at it. This division is so close. All these games are important against AL East opponents. So we need pretty much every win possible against these teams. As Vlad Guerrero is going to foul away that slider after the Tapia double. So 0-2 pitch here from Wells, and he gets him swinging. Man, that is a tough one there because that dude can literally hit the ball anywhere. Just like his dad, it doesn't matter. It can be on the dirt, and he will hit it and get a base hit. So nothing in the first for Toronto. Hit by pitch from Mullins. Here comes Trey Mancini, and the dude just continues to hit. It's nothing but hits every game for Mancini. I mean, you just have sometimes as players you play with, you can just, everything is a hit. That's definitely Trey Mancini. And look at Ryan Mountcastle. 345 average. Second in the AL in batting average, but not this time. It's going to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. And but he's having I would say, an MVP season once again. So is this guy, Rafael Devers. 318 home runs. As Devers gets a hold of that one, just going to have to straighten it out. 2-1 count. And he gets a hold of this one. This one is deep into left field. Is this one of those type of hits? It's at the wall and caught, and there you go. Just right here in the first inning. That would have been a home run. Let's take a look at this one. You take a look. If you could see the ball, I know it's kind of a little tough to see. We'll kind of make sure the wall hits it here. We'll angle the camera down. But look where it's at. You could see where the old wall would have been. Maybe the second line there. That's a home run. That is a home run. If you go with the old wall. And it's an out here. So it's a 0-0 ball game. And that's not going to be an out. As Adley Rutschman absolutely clobbers that one. Hanging curveball. Doesn't miss it. And if you're walking out in Utah Street there in right field, you better watch yourself. Because that ball came right over the fence. Near the Orioles shop, I believe. Right over there. The souvenir shop. As that is a solo home run for Rutschman. And now I'm hoping Adley Rutschman just continues his season. I think he's going to get close to 25 home runs. Hopefully he does. Up the average a little bit. And see more of him. As Vavra with a single. So he gets on there. And you can see Austin Hayes. The guy we were just talking about who has been struggling this season. He's only batting .218. But he has upped his average by 14 points. He was hitting .204. You can see he was hitting .325 the last 8 or 9 games. So he's starting to improve, and that's what you want to see. This is a long fly ball into left field. Now, that one would not have been gone, but still long fly ball for the out as we continue forward in this game. And there's a 2-run home run from Lourdes Gurriel, and it's a 2-1 lead here for Toronto. So Devers back up to the plate here in the fourth. Should have had really, in his mind, should have had a 2-run shot there in that first inning. So 2-1 count, and this one's crushed into center field. This one's got some carry. This one is deep, and this one is gone. So there you go. You know what? I can't hit an oppo field over there unless you get really power. You know what? I'm just going to straighten this one out, crush it to deep center field, and a home run to tie this ball game up here in the fourth inning. So yeah, just go somewhere else but left field. As Rutschman coming to the plate here, obviously the solo home run. In that second inning, hits this one down the line, and that's going to get through. Let's see if we can get it here. Let's go. Going to second base. Tests the throw out. And he is going to slide in there safe with a double. So what a start to this fourth inning. Solo home run, double. Now with the man down, Austin Hayes comes to the plate. He works it to a 3-2 count. Really just need a fly ball here. Pitch from Hayes. Runner moves. And that's going to get down for a base hit. That's Vavra on his way to almost thrown out at first base, actually. He moves his way to third base. So we got first and third, one away. Rutschman just scored, and what can Jordan Westberg do as he hits this one deep into center field? That should be enough, more than enough. Throw coming in, going to be late, and there we go. Get another run on the board. 4-2 lead here in this fourth inning. Like I said, every game against these teams, it's going to be such an importance. It really is. That series against Tampa Bay, like I said, we're not going to do it this video. This will probably be long enough, but definitely get into that video series against Tampa Bay for sure next time out. As Mountcastle rips that one deep into center field, and it's robbed. Man, if you don't have the left field wall, that's going to pretty much rob you of a home run. You got guys like that making some crazy plays here out in center field. Take a look at this one as it just keeps carrying, and man, yep, that was a homer. Definitely would have been a 2-run shot from Mountcastle, but robbed, and a game remains at a 4-2 score as the Jays trying to change that here in the top half of the sixth inning. Base hit, Moves the man over to third base. You got first and third with 2 away, and that'll be it for Tyler Wells. So we'll go 5 2/3. Now we'll let this bullpen try to go to work and try to maintain this lead. It's Bruce Dog Gratterall coming in. He's had a pretty good season. I would have to say a successful trade getting him last year. Just continuing to improve this bullpen, which has been fantastic. 0-2 pitch here to Marcana. Ground ball. Westberg up with it. Over to second base. Force out. Ends the inning. Game remains at 4-2. So let's head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Adley Rutschman, home run, double, and make it a 3-for-3 ball game as that one gets through for a base hit. That's all I want. I want to just continue the improvement of Adley Rutschman. I mean, he's had, pretty good season. Obviously, he was an all-star his first season. Second season, not that bad of a season. And now here in his 3rd season, you just want to continue to see that improvement. As Brent Rooker gets a hold of one, that's going to get down to the wall. On his way to second base, he'll slide in there with a double. Rutschman over to third base. So we'll start off this 6th inning in really good shape. 2nd and 3rd, nobody down. And here comes Taryn Vavra to the plate, who's had a pretty good ball game. Couple of hits. And he's going to ground this one to short. But you know what? Even though that's an out, that's a run. Rutschman comes through. You did your job. You came through with a nice, contact, no strikeouts. And we'll have a 3-run lead now, but still not done. Chance to add on more as Westberg up the middle. But this one is going to be a fantastic double play. Ends the inning. So you only get 1 out of that. It's Trey Mancini, 2-for-3 ball game. With the 7th inning, 1 away, still a 5-2 game. The bullpen, like I said, it does its job. They've been really, really good, and that's why we invested in it. You know, we had pitchers that maybe only go 5-6 innings, but as long as we have a deep bullpen, a productive bullpen, that's what we wanted, and that's why I invested in it. And it's really paying off, that's for sure. As our offense, we knew was going to be good. As thrown out at first is Mountcastle, so it's working. It really is. Here comes Devers to the plate. 0-1 count to him as Devers gets a hold of this one deep into center field. Looking up, and this one's going to go as well. So Devers, 2nd home run of the ball game, puts him at 20 on the season. He only had 21 home runs last year in about 150 games with Boston. But this year comes over having a fantastic season. Like I said, I think him and Mountcastle got to be near 1-2 for MVP considerations as he hits a 2nd home run there, and the bullpen would just do the rest of the job. It's a 7-2 victory here against the Jays. So we saw that left field wall, took away 1 home run from Devers. Yeah, it takes that away. That would have been 3 home runs in the ball game. But Rafael Devers, look at Adley Rutschman, 4-for-4 ball game, 3 runs, solo home run of himself. He's got 15. So I think, kind of projecting it, maybe 25 home runs I think you can get to. We were hoping 30, but I'm thinking probably around 25. As for the All-Star game, let's see who we got. Oh, Adam Lamb made it. Kenley Jansen make it. So there's 2 pitchers. Man, Means didn't make it, or Jamison Tyon. That's really surprising. But Lamb and Jansen make it. So Adam Lamb, great season. We got Mullins, who will be the starter in center field. We got Devers start at 3rd. Mountcastle at DH. Oh, Rodor, former Oriole. Is anybody else down here we got? Look at Trout. Trout's just not even starting. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, we got 5 total All-Stars. That's pretty good. 5 All-Stars. We'll take it. Fantastic. As we continue on here, let's see who's going to win this ball game. We go into extra innings, and the AL has won. We win in the final bottom half of the 10th inning, 5-4. And now, speaking of All-Star games, let's head to the AAA All-Star game, where we're going to see Billy Briggs, Kobe Mayo, there's Oliver Rose again, and actually Richie Potts made it. So we have 4 starters in the AAA All-Star game. And here we go, Billy Briggs, 329 on the season. He's got 25 stolen bases, and a chance here in this first inning to knock in a run. Is he your future? I don't know if he's a center fielder. Maybe a future right fielder next year? I don't know. We'll see. It's just going to be tough to keep this guy down because this is just what he does. He just hits the ball all over the field. You don't have a 325 average for nothing. You really don't. I know it's in AAA. It's a little bit different. It's definitely a step up to the bigs. There's no doubt about it. But when you can just hit the ball, you can just hit the ball. And, man, if he finishes out the season like he's doing now, there's a good chance that he might be a starter next year in the bigs, no doubt about it. It's Coby Mayo. He's going to draw a walk. He's got the 20 home runs. Obviously, we were debating him or Westberg. I think we made the good decision. Let him continue to sit down there and do his thing. And Steven Alvarez hits this one into right field. Should be enough for Briggs with his speed. He gets in there. He has a run. 2-0 lead here in this first inning. But, yeah, Coby Mayo just continue to build up the rest of the season. I'm not sure if he'll be a starter in the bigs next year. I still think he needs to work on his contact. But obviously we'll see him more likely in spring training. He's obviously got the power. Decent fielder. We'll just have to see how he progresses being more consistent at the plate. And, with regular hits, drawing walks, getting in deep counts, that's what we want to see. Obviously, have the power, but try to up that average, be a more consistent hitter. And obviously, if you can work on that with the power you have, it's just going to be an absolute dangerous hitter. 0-2 pitch here to him. Up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So, Coby, man, that's what you want to see. I'm good with you hitting 40 home runs. Just get that average up to 270 or 280, and that's what I want to see. As this one's hit their third base, just off the end of the bat. Easy play over there, third base. Nothing at all so far. As Richie Potts coming to the plate, 0-for-1 so far in this ball game. As this one's up the middle, nice stop there at second base. Everybody's going to be safe. But Richie Potts is, another guy. He's having a pretty good season. I don't think he'll be ready either. But man, it's when you have these guys producing in AAA, as can we do anything with no double play, so pretty much ends that. But when you have these guys producing like they are, it's just tough to keep them down there. Because what more do they really have to prove? As Billy Briggs is going to get hit by the pitch there. Yeah, what else do they really have to prove? They can hit. They hit all day in AAA. I mean, you got to do something with them, really. You just can't let them sit down there. And right now, we have a lot of positions filled on this big league team. Now, obviously, turnover, trades, do some of these guys possibly go? As Latkins comes in, he's one of our pitchers as well. He'll close this out with an 8-3 win. But that's another question, too. You got plenty of guys that we have in the minor leagues, right, that show potential, have plenty of potential. You can see how many guys we had in this AAA All-Star game, and even in the Futures game. Do we make a big-time trade? Right now, we're in that position of really competing for a division and something I didn't even think was going to happen. As we'll get past, like I said, next time, we're doing this Tampa Bay series. We really have to get into it. 3-game series. It's huge. They have, a half-game lead on us right now. We'll probably get into that game against Racing Rodriguez for sure. So they got a game lead. Yankees are tied with us. So let's see when we take on the New York one more time. And that's going to be, we'll have to wait another month to face the Yankees. But these series are all important. Every series, I think we're going to see more games down the stretch where we take on the Rays or the Yankees and even the Blue Jays. They're only 6 behind. They're in that wild card hunt as well. I mean, don't count out the Red Sox either. They're only 7 games under 500, which isn't too bad, but they're not that far behind. This division is just absolutely crazy, and there's no let up. There's no let up whatsoever. So that's what I'm saying. Do we make a big-time trade? Do we try to bring in maybe a big-time starter? I don't know. We'll see what's there, see who's available, what teams are willing to sell. But we'll have to probably wait here to the trade deadline to think what we're going to do. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. Comment down below what you think about this franchise going so far. I think it's been fantastic. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.